It's Merge 104.8. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Athul here with Merge Mornings. And in the studio right now, in person, we've got Mr. Nigel Fossey, who is the principal of Sultan School. Nigel, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for welcoming me. Lovely to be here.
Lovely to meet you. I love the beard, by the way.
Thank you, likewise.
It's a very majestic beard.
It's never been described as majestic before, but I am very grateful for that compliment. Thank you.
Please don't let your wife come after me, okay? Just letting you know. Now, we want to talk about the Sultan School, which is one of the most well-known schools here in the Sultanate. And you have a long-standing history in education. You've hit multiple milestones along your journey over the last few years. Talk to us about that.
Well, we have to really go back quite a long way for maybe one of the most important milestones that we celebrated 45 years ago when we founded our scholarship program. And we had an event the week before last where we welcomed many of our alumni who'd been through that program, many of whom had gone on to do great things in Oman and served the country really well. And I think that's really defined us as a school. We're an IB school. We've been running that program for nearly 20 years. We're a CIS accredited school, so an international school, as well as providing a local education as well, a local private education. So there are many milestones, but the one that we're focused on is really a physical milestone at the moment. We're landscaping the 45-hectare campus with new gardens, with a wadi, with playgrounds, an outside theatre, 3-kilometre cycle track. There's a lot of work going on at the campus at the moment.
And where is this, geographically speaking?
So we're not far from here in Seeb. We're just in Al Hail, just off the Way 3117.
Oh, okay. Nice. Now, obviously, you've been around for so many decades at Sultan School. Talk to us about some of the greatest accomplishments that you've done along the way.
I think the most important has been the students themselves and their achievements.
Right.
And I'm always hearing stories of our alumni that have gone on to do great things. They've worked in government. They have gone on to study at the very top universities. We have many of them who are working in industry in Oman and overseas. And I think that's something that we're really, really proud of. So it's the human capital of the Sultan School community is something that we're really, really interested in fostering. More recently, we have started the high performance learning program.
Okay.
That is a really, really innovative way of looking at critical thinking and 21st century learning skills and attributes. And that's really something that we're really focused on at the moment. So I'm very proud of how well that has started at the school. It's quite a shift for us all as a community, and we're doing really well with that.
As a very average student myself, when I was in school, I would be so terrified of high performance learning situation. How would you calm my nerves?
I would say, as we say to our students in our community, everyone can, regardless of your starting point. I think it's really important to emphasize that every child has the potential to succeed.
Right.
And that, for me, has always guided me as an educator, as a teacher. Since I went to school myself, it was a belief that you can do it. You can get to the top universities, regardless of where you are. And I think it requires a growth mindset. We need a growth mindset in children, that they can believe in themselves, that they can achieve. And wouldn't it be wonderful if schools taught children how to be high performers? So we don't just teach the content, we teach them how to perform well. What are the things that are needed to be really great?
Right.
We had a flag, our school assembly last week on the attribute of precision. How important is precision? How often do we explicitly teach about being precise in what we do? And yet precision is something that you need for all sorts of jobs. If you're writing something, precise grammar means that you actually get your meaning across accurately. Precise measurement means that you can design aircraft or cars or computers correctly and reliably.
Public speaking, get to the point.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So now school, obviously, when you talk about schools and you talk about academics, and that's the first thing that especially parents look at is academics, right?
Yes.
But there are other facets to it. For example, the extracurricular activities, where that's the only part where I used to excel in, the drama school and all of that stuff. Talk to us about the extracurricular activities that are offered at Sultan School.
So we have a wide range. Every term we offer around 70 to 80 activities.
Okay.
All sorts of clubs and societies, ranging from academic clubs, improving your maths, for example, languages, foreign languages, to broaden the students' intercultural competencies, sport.
Okay.
We have many clubs. We have obviously soccer club after school. We have swimming. We have drama. We have a production this week called The Button Box.
Okay.
Showing tonight, and we're really excited about that. We have an annual production every year.
And you mentioned a few minutes ago about critical thinking. Now, I'm curious. How do you train a student to critical thinking? Now, I'm completely blind on this subject. Let's hear it.
Yeah, well, I think it's so important, and I think there are so many facets to it. Critical thinking in English or Arabic might be different from critical thinking in maths.
Oh,
okay. But I would say that it's absolutely essential.
Okay.
Not just to be focused on what you're learning, but to reflect on it. I think it's a mindset as much as anything else.
Right. Now, you are located here in Muscat, here in Oman, and, the Omani cultural aspect comes into the picture, right? And you, while fostering a global perspective, how does Sultan School instill the Omani and Islamic values in students?
Well, the simple answer is that we do it through the curriculum. We have that broad, balanced curriculum of Islamic education, social studies, which gives the children that very important cultural foundation, if you like.
Okay.
But they also have the chance to do subjects like global perspectives, where they look critically at global issues. We have a strong eco club looking at sustainability. We have a Model United Nations. And it's something that we've been very proud of right since the school's foundation.
Right.
Is to look at things from an international perspective. And our founding vision was about Omani students being able to adapt and interact in a rapidly changing world. Now, that founding statement was written in the mid-1970s, but they're still true today.
100%. And you also mentioned the local community. And, here in Oman, we're so passionate about being associated with everything Omani. And I can speak from like a third culture child perspective. I moved here in Oman in 2017, and all I wanted to do was soak in as much culture as I possibly can. How is your relationship between the Sultan School and the local communities?
It's so important, and it really is important that we are working with our community and having a positive impact on our community, but also learning from our community.
Right.
Now, whether it's outside speakers coming in to talk to our students, or whether it's our involvement with local NGOs such as the Omani Cancer Association, it's really, really important. And in fact, it's embedded in our curriculum. The IB has the CAS program where our students, as part of their course, have to actually get involved and do service for others.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. And, we are very passionate about the local communities here, and we want to get involved as Merge FM. We want to get involved as much as possible with the Omani culture, everything that's happening live and local. That's one of our core principles here at Merge. Now, let's talk 2025 and beyond. What plans lay ahead for the Sultan School?
High performance learning is going to be a big part of that.
Okay.
In terms of developing an academic offer that is as much about the essential skills that the children are going to need to succeed in the future in this rapidly changing world.
Right.
We have a beautiful campus. We're looking to complete our landscaping project of around 20 hectares.
20 hectares.
It is incredible. If you come to the campus now, you will see just the scale of what we're doing.
I would love to come check it out.
Come and visit. Have a look at our beautiful campus. we have a number of plans in place, but really to focus on our academic offer to ensure that we are offering the very, very best range of extracurricular activities.
That's amazing. Now, you are the principal of Sultan School, and you're a very busy man. I will let you go in a second, but I would want to know, if I was a parent and if I have a child who's ready to start school, how do you impress me to enroll my child in Sultan School?
Well, I think first of all, it's a recognition that it's one of the most important, maybe the most important decision that a parent makes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
And as a parent, that school has to be the right school for potentially 13 years, 12 or 13 years. It's a big decision.
No pressure,
it's a big
right?
ticket item. No pressure. We've got to keep people delighted with the education we're providing for 12, 13 years. How do we do that? You have to have that great relationship with families. It's a dialogue with parents. Children need to be safe. We
Yes.
need to have a great attention for their well-being.
Yep.
And create a wonderfully positive culture in the school. And that's really important. You can't learn well if you're not in a good position in terms of your well-being.
Oh, absolutely. And that is something that was so overlooked when I was growing up. And it's so heartwarming to see that, Sultan School and you guys have that perspective going in, that the kids will be safe, they will learn, they're going to develop holistically in 10 different, facets of growth. And that is amazing to see. And we're so glad to have you here to tell everybody about the good work that you do. Mr. Nigel Fossey, Principal, Sultan School, thank you so much for being here on the show on Merge Mornings. Thank you.
Thank you.